Do the protesters have a point? And how about the protesters to the protesters about the protesting? College tuition in public schools, four-year universities has gone up almost 3.5 times what it was 30 years ago, way outpacing inflation, leaving many with crippling debt. Joining me now, Heritage Foundation Steve Moore, Jack Hough, senior editor at Barron. Let's delve into the ironies here of this story, because these are kids that are demanding free tuition. Tuition has gone through the roof. At the same time, one of the drivers for why tuition is going up is because there's so many government subsidies. If you look at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York did a study, and they found for every dollar available to students in subsidized government aid, college tuition rose by 65 cents. So the price of college went up to match the level of support and freeness that the students were getting from the government. Steve, what do you think of that?
Well, I'm just watching those protests, and it's sort of a sad situation. We've raised a generation of kids who believe in grievances, that they are entitled to everything that should be given to them for free. And what a terrible attitude to go through life. And you're right, Melissa. I mean, I've done the same analysis. Every time that we have raised federal subsidies to the universities turn around and raise their tuition. So it becomes like a dog chasing its tail. By the way, why don't we get to programs where we require kids to work for their education? These are 20, 21, 22 years olds. Maybe rather than protesting, they should get a job.
Melissa, if you really want to raise the price of something, you do two things. You artificially puff up buying power so that everyone's richer, and then you constrain supply. You don't allow new entrants into the market. With college, especially with our elite colleges, we essentially have a cartel system, right? Where only it's the job of the college itself to certify how well its own students have learned and confer degrees. When you have that system and no one else can enter the field, of course you're going to get sky-high prices. These students are saying education should be free. Guess what? Education is just about free. We're talking about a college degree, which is a very different thing from an education. I want a little more say in how those degrees are conferred and how we judge how good of a job these colleges have done teaching.
I also have to object to the word free here, because it's not free. It's not like the university is going to do it for free.
Bingo.
They're saying, I want it, but I don't want to pay for it. I want you, the taxpayer at home, to pay for this and to take over the debt. The word free is a total misnomer in this situation. And Steve, I mean, looking at this scene right here, Hunter College, this is an amazing, beautiful school that's really cheap. I mean, that's the irony of it. This school is like $6,000 a year. I mean, it's not like so many other schools and tuition that everybody else is paying elsewhere around the country, and these students are totally dissatisfied. Steve Moore, I can't take it. Put me out of my misery.
I wish I could, but I will say this, you know, if you're financially hard pressed and you need to get a very high quality education, you don't need to spend $20, $30, sometimes $40, $50,000 a year on a college. You can go online and get these courses for 1/100th of what they cost to go to them. That online education should be driving down the cost of universities. I think, Melissa, there is a good news here. I think there's a big bubble right now in college tuition costs, and those are gonna fall dramatically because of the competition of online, just like Uber is cutting other costs.
I could not agree more that this bubble is going to burst. I mean, the rules of calculus haven't changed in 350 years. It should not cost you $3,000 to teach someone calculus. Someone is going to innovate in this market, and college costs are going to go dramatically lower eventually.
And by the way, you're right about that. By the way, I thought the best line in the debate was when Marco Rubio said, look, we have way too many philosophers and not enough welders in this country, and welders make more money than philosophers. I don't think they teach welding on college campuses.
Yeah, there you go. Guys, thank you so much.